You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kicking that flavor in your ear. Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new flavor in your ear. Back a brand new flavor in your ear.
Hey, happy Friday. You're listening to Hits 92.3 with the ladies of FIYE Radio, and this is Tiny Tanya, and next to me we have
your favorite dope girl from around the way, Sunday Jones. And then across from us, I have
your girl, Sean D. Happy Friday.
Yes, and today we have a special guest host with us today. We have the amazing Tassili Ma'at.
Yes. Woohoo!
Yes.
Peace and love, fam.
Welcome
How y'all
back.
doing?
Welcome back.
Right.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back.
A blessing. And I came bringing food this time. I feel like, the fairy godmother.
Listen, and I feel like the fairy godchild.
So
ready to eat.
Yes.
I can't wait to talk about it. Yes.
I love it. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. I'm
Right.
glad to have you back because last time it was a funny show. We talked about
It was
A little bit of everything.
everything.
For sure.
Look at that.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're glad to have you back so we can tap in just a tad bit deeper.
Yeah.
Listen, speaking of tapping in, so my week started off strange, right? More strange than I could ever have imagined.
Right.
Okay. I don't want to say I was assaulted, but I really don't know how else to say it.
You felt violated.
Yes.
I was violated.
Yes.
So I'm going to Savannah to go to work, and I'm getting off the freeway, and one boy runs across, and I almost hit him.
Mm-hmm.
The other boy shoots out my window. What?
Oh my God.
Getting off the freeway.
And
So my window shattered on my driver's side, fell all over me. Little glass nicks everywhere, But thank God I'm alive, you know what I'm saying?
To tell the story, right.
To tell the story. Savannah won't see me for a minute.
I know that's
So did he try to rob you?
I don't know what, Tassili, I ran. I hit the gas so fast after my window shattered because I heard a loud bang and then my window shattered. And I just took off, right? So I take off and I drive like 2 blocks and I park in front of this hotel. The convention center is right here. I'm sitting there shaking. This man is standing in the street and he's like, "Hey, did they shoot your window out too?" And I was like, "Is that what happened?"
What?
Because I didn't know what happened. So he was like, "Yeah, it just happened to my daughter. They were coming back from wherever they were coming from back to the hotel. And it was like 4 people in their car and their car was shot before mine."
What?
Yeah.
You didn't tell us that part.
Yeah, well, it was a lot.
Did anybody get hurt?
No, nobody was hurt. Thank God. Yeah, nobody was
my
hurt.
God.
Yeah, like I said, I just had some superficial, stuff from the glass falling on me. It wasn't a big deal. My nerves was shot though.
Yeah.
Like it took me a couple
More
of days.
than anything, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it took me a couple of days.
Did the bullet land in your car? Did it
I
go through?
It did not. And I drove off the ramp. Like the police officer was looking for any shrapnel, any bullet
Residuals,
casings,
anything. Yeah.
anything. But I was 2 blocks away. It was up on the freeway ramp. So
They are just on the freeway just shooting out people's windows.
man, that's what I'm saying. It was like, so you're driving to Savannah. So I don't know, some towns when you drive in, it turns into the street.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
So the freeway turns into the street. So
Yeah.
going on the off ramp, that's where it happened. So
Wow.
there's some homes over there. There's, a few places for them to, tuck and hide. But the good thing is Savannah did put patrols on the freeway for a couple of days after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got my police report. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Wow.
like, they'll probably never find them.
When you told us, the irony of it is that we've been talking about gun violence all the
Month.
last month long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been
yeah.
just talking about nothing pretty
Yeah.
much for the most part, but gun
Mhm.
violence,
Mhm.
and then for that to happen, that was scary.
It was very scary. It was surreal. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, "Oh, how come you didn't take off work?" What am I do? I need to keep my mind occupied. I can't take off work. I can't like go and sit and be idle and think about it. I don't want to do that. So God bless the child. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that he really gets it together before he kills somebody, and then his life changes. In a different kind of way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I give thanks and gratitude that you're safe.
Yeah, me too.
And,
Thank you.
Nobody got hurt,
Yeah,
in that situation.
Thank
so,
You are
wow.
You're alive to tell us about it.
Yeah, like I said, it was completely surreal. It was just, I don't know. After it happens, it's like, and you hate to say the whole cliche of I didn't think it could happen to me until it happened,
Right.
but I felt like that, and I was just like, man, if I wish I would have had a different story. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, that's not cool. And then as we're talking about gun violence, it just keeps happening. The news is just full of it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that story made the news because Savannah's a huge tourist town. They don't want people
to deter anyone from coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. So especially a long weekend coming up. Yeah.
So the lady who also her car was shot. Also, she put one of those posts on Nextdoor, on the Nextdoor app. So she put a post up and she was just like, because it's a tourist town, they're probably not going to glorify the story, and I don't know if it happened to anybody else. Nobody else reported it as far as I know. Yeah. It's just
unfortunate.
Crazy teenagers.
Yeah.
And, and you just like, first of all, where are you getting guns? And I know it's like all children have access to everything, but they have too much access. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy for kids to get a gun, so we just have to change that.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've been dealing in the West End community with an assault situation, but it was with a knife, not a gun. And I want to say too, this past week was a full moon.
Okay.
So there was this extra crazy because the full moon always amplifies.
It does.
Whatever is happening. But last week, a sister was violently attacked in front of her home, in front of her children. It's a personal issue because she was stabbed like 17 times.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, that's like some
vendetta kind of stuff.
Vindictive kind
of.
What
they call it? Crime of passion.
Well, she doesn't know the person.
She doesn't know them.
No.
Oh my God!
But maybe it was like.
Well, she's a business owner. Yeah. So the thought is, there were a couple of things. One, it was thought that this brother that she had some dealings with who did not do right by her in a business deal, and she outed him in public. It's thought that he could have sent this guy to do
like
it.
An intentional. Yeah.
He has been ruled out by most of the people now as being a suspect because folks have interviewed him and there are people vouching for his character and so on. But then there's also the thought of, well, maybe some of his followers took it upon themselves to do that, but nobody really knows. But
so nobody knows who did it?
No, and her car, did I say already her car was broken into?
No.
So it happened Tuesday last week. So Tuesday this week, her car was broken into.
Wow.
So she's clearly being targeted.
Yeah.
And the guy who did it was caught on camera by her neighbors, but they can't really get his face.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
But they said he was stalking her. He was pacing back and forth in front of her home.
Oh, wow.
Waiting for her to come. Once she came, she went to go unlock her door. That's when he attacked her.
Wow.
Now, there's so many layers to this story because on the one hand, she listened to her intuition. This is one of the parts that I really want to emphasize to people because in all the madness that's going on in the world, when all the spiritual teachings from all religions say, be still and know that you are God, then that means for us to be still and receive those divine channelings, those divine emanations, our intuition that's telling us what to do, where to go, how to do it, and who to do it with. If we're not listening, and then if we don't follow through, then we can't really blame anybody but ourselves. Because Spirit always warns us beforehand.
True.
Just most of the time we don't listen, and we damn sure don't do
We're
it.
too busy listening to
You know,
GPS.
right? And so her spirit told her to look up what to do if you're attacked. So she did. So a few days later, she was attacked.
Oh, wow.
So it was saying, drop to the ground. It throws the attacker off because they're expecting you to stand up and, fight.
Yeah.
They said, drop to the ground if you can, fall on your back, because then you can use your limbs to kick and fight and all of that.
Wow.
She, though, fell forward or went forward. And so she was in a fetal position.
Oh, man.
So this person, they missed her organs, though.
Thank God.
It
wasn't
17 times and she's still alive. That's amazing.
That part.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's her condition now?
Wow.
Well, she's healing.
Yeah,
Still completely traumatized, and her
absolutely.
children.
Yeah.
Listen, her children saw it because she's screaming. She's screaming. They open the door to see this guy stabbing her, and the youngest son, who I guess he's maybe 11 now.
Yeah,
About 11.
That's
he runs after the guy. The guy throws her purse down. He took her purse, and they try to make it seem like it was a robbery.
Like a mugger
but
or
he
something.
didn't. He didn't take anything.
He didn't want that.
No,
he
It
got
wasn't
what he
the
wanted.
point.
at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they haven't caught him yet, but they think that from the cameras that saw somebody around her car that it's the same person.
Wow.
They think that he's somebody that lives in the apartments across the street.
Okay.
She drives a Range Rover, so they might be under the impression that she's wealthy and they want money. But again, it wasn't a robbery thing.
Right. They
Yeah.
just kept
You know,
stabbing.
they-
They didn't ask for no money, try to get in the house or nothing.
No,
Yeah.
Right.
none of
Wow.
that. None of that. So, her shop has been targeted at least once that I know
remember.
of. But where somebody threw rocks and broke her glass.
Wow.
Well, I gotta
windows.
give a big ups to you, because one thing that I know, when things happen in the community, you pull the people together.
Yeah.
I do
You
my
know,
best. So
you do your best to pull the people together and have whatever meeting needs to be had for the community to come together and watch out for each other.
See some change.
And see some change.
and that's
You know,
exactly what
and-
we did.
Yes, you guys had a meeting and pulled the community together and got the brothers out. Like, we have to watch out for one another.
Right.
And that's super dope, because that is the only way that there's going to be change
That's right.
coming.
And, so there's the dichotomy of gun violence and gun protection. See, because everybody came to the meeting was strapped.
Wow.
Everybody. Okay. And some of the sisters that came, they deal with self-defense, training. And like Griff is doing a self-defense class on Tuesdays and Thursdays at YG Cafe on Evans Street in the West End. I think it's from 5 to 7.
Okay.
And if there is a charge at all, I'm sure it's minimal, because he's really about helping the people. The sisters are going to offer a self-defense class as well. And they will also be at the festival. So we'll get a chance to see them.
Yes, they sure will.
So
they're going to do a whole demonstration.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Ngao, which is a group of brothers in the community, they literally do security. And they were just talking about the importance of being protected on that level. Having guns and using them responsibly. And so, there's always the conversation of, well, what if a child finds it? Well, the people who are users of guns for protection.
Yes, they need to be responsible.
Their children.
Yeah,
we
they
just talked
teach
about
their
that.
children.
Did we just not talk about that?
Well, I want
We
y'all to
have
hold
to.
that, because we got to
Yes.
go to some music. We're going to go to Changes by Pride on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of FIYE Radio. We'll be right back to continue this conversation.
Yes.
Why is love taken in vain? Can't trust you the same. 'Cause each other nothing but pain. But I love the way you hate. I'm not asking for you to change. I just can't see you again. This is my toxic love revenge. Our separate paths have to begin. Especially when I don't make changes for you too. We both have trouble letting go, and we both know your mouth is just for show. Going back and forth until I lose control. Now we have regrets of stuff we can't let go. I should have just walked away. Should have never made the mistake of letting my insecurities get the best of me. But you know how to fuck with me. Your daggered words of jealousy. I don't want anyone else but you, but I shouldn't have you. Especially when I don't make changes for you too. I build the walls again. And they will fall again. Especially when I don't make changes for you.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right. You could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with FIYE Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
Wow.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of FIYE Radio with our special guest, Miss Tassili Ma'at. And we were discussing firearms and
gun violence.
As we left to go to commercial.
Yeah.
Sunday, you want to piggyback off of that conversation?
How I was appreciative of how you pull the community together. When something in the community is going on, this is not the first time that I've seen you pull something together. When something in the community is happening, you take action. And people do a lot of talking, which we talk about. Like, I don't want to hear about talking. I want to hear about solution.
Yeah.
And you tend to
be
on solution with the proactiveness. And so I just appreciate that about you, being proactive and being a philanthropist and just really being in the community and really tapping in to make sure when things are going wrong, we try to make them right. So.
That part. Yeah. And it's always, to me, important for us to come together in good times and bad, you know, and if we're really protecting each other, then we patrol, you know, which the brothers are doing now. They're patrolling the sister's house, and it's been suggested to her that she just go in and move, you know, because she didn't own the house, she's renting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so
they keep coming
pick
after
her up
her.
and move,
Yeah, because too many people now know where you live.
Right. She could still be in the area, but just not there.
Yeah.
And ideally in a house where she can park her car, you know, that has a garage. Because where she is, there's no garage. You know, so anybody can just watch and see.
What are some of the things that you do? Because you guys are business owners within the same community. You know, you're both in the same area, blessed. What are some of the things that you do to stay protected, or whatever energy you bring, or whatever? What does that look like for you, just being in the community and being able, because I see you, so I know you just be flow free and it's not a worry. So give us some pointers or tell us what it is that you do to stay safe in the community.
My goodness. I have started locking the door. In my house over there on Ezra Church, I was there for 17 years and I rarely locked the door. I just stayed prayed up, and you know, I just had this sense that nobody was going to mess with me. I was very brazen, and nobody ever did. I'm thankful, but it's different being a business owner, being in the middle of a downtown. Well, it's not downtown, but downtown West End.
Historic
West Central, historic West End. It's another thing to be there. Now, fortunately, we're down a little bit further than you know, Lee Street and Ralph David, where the West End Mall is, where there's a lot more shady activity going on over there. It just is. And it's no shade in the sense of me hating on anybody, but it's shade because it's shady over there. This is all it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
And you know, our business owners though are everywhere in the West End. And so one of the things that I've been blessed with has been to have so many men around. So that's been pointed out to me, because I said, you know, well, because the sister was asked, who has she pissed off that would have that kind of vengeance in mind, right?
Vendetta,
and she couldn't think of anybody because she has pissed so many people off. Okay. Now, she's a business owner. So it wasn't like she was trying to piss people off. You know, sometimes you have to ask people to leave your establishment. Sometimes you have to, you know, just put your foot down about stuff, fire people, all of that. And not everybody is going to be, you know, kumbaya about it. They're just not. And she, though, has been a standoffish kind of person. So she doesn't really talk to people very much, and single mom, not really seen with any men, so there's a vulnerability that is perceived, and she's always, the strong Black woman. I don't need help. Thank you anyway. I'm good. Thank you anyway. Because many brothers have said they've offered to assist her. And sometimes she has taken the assistance where brothers would walk her home. She'd allow that. But if had been getting threats, which we don't know if she had been or not, she didn't say anything, so there was no way to protect her in that way. Yeah. Me, on the other hand, if somebody's tripping with me, everybody gonna know about it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just me. And I don't have a problem being surrounded by strong Black men. We've had armed security for years.
Like a rewind. Can you rewind?
I don't have a problem being around strong Black men.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Whether they're strapped or whether they just have an intelligent brain and they got muscle. They can defend in many ways. Sometimes it's just their presence.
Right.
Yeah.
Many times it's just their presence. And I give thanks for that.
Yeah.
Well,
let's pause right there. We're going to go into some bigger, which is strong Black men, and have a little bit of Tristan Wolf with bigger.
Right.
The bag getting bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm thinking bigger. I'm getting bigger. Coming up now, we touching things. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. Everything I do is gain. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. Bitch. My culture, house, no vultures. This city taught me don't trust you. Ain't too many, I can get the bad way. I'm sticking to my guns in the holster. Never dry on the side of a coaster. She wet, need to put up the toasters. Respect what the folk gon' show us. I got this stick just for the Ku Klux. Can't nobody measure me a ruler. My pleasure, just in the come up. No pressure, I got relievers. Smoke like some Molly and some shisha. I dropped me a tail, now I'm picked up. Spent me some change, done cleaned up. Me and the queen wanna add it to the team, love. Doing everything you dreamed of. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm thinking bigger. I'm getting bigger. Coming up now, we touching things. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. Everything I do is gain. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. I ain't fell off, I don't never fail, man. I touch a lot of paper, I'm a mailman. I'm getting real big, don't swell, man. She Air Force wig, I'm doing well, man. Real smoker, strange, no zans. Can't touch money, rap, that's a ran. Put it up, think about my grand. Got a girl, but I want a friend. Work hard, need besides my 4 hands. Open up, ate my nutrients. Back again, yeah, I'm a nuisance. Get out my business, yeah, you a toucan. This different, yeah, I got a new brand. My girl dark skin, make a white girl tan. We don't throw shade, cause we got it on the land. Boy, I be praying, yeah. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm getting bigger cause I'm thinking bigger. The bag getting bigger. I'm thinking bigger. I'm getting bigger. Coming up now, we touching things. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. Everything I do is gain. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking bigger. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting bigger, I'm getting bigger, yeah. I'm getting bigger, I'm getting bigger. I'm getting bigger, I'm getting bigger, yeah.
And we are back on Hits 92.3 with the ladies of FIYE Radio. And right now we're about to get into Dish Diaries of a Diva.
Hey y'all, it's the real Sean D with Dish Diaries of a Diva. So, are y'all ready to eat?
I'm trying to.
Listen,
What we eating first?
So
Tell us
today,
what we
of course, Tassili's in the building, and she has a wonderful restaurant called Tassili's Raw Reality. And listen, she brought us actual food for us to try. Okay, so we really eating today. Okay,
Live,
so
baby.
she brought us a few things. So she brought us the mixed kale wrap, and that has what to say, spicy and mild kale.
Yeah, mixed together.
Okay.
And that's the OG, the original.
Okay, OG.
Kale
So
wrap.
yeah, how about you tell us about them? So
Oh,
we have
sure.
a mild SOB wrap. What's
Right, and the SOB is south of the border.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to have black eyed pea hummus. It's going to have, of course, the kale, extra avocado, and it has Moroccan couscous. So you have a south of the border kind of vibe to it, you know. So it's spicy without being hot.
Okay.
And unless you got one that says mixed or spicy, but I didn't bring any spicy because I didn't know y'all's heat index.
Listen, so she also has a punani wrap.
Oh yes,
That
the
punani
That's
wrap.
probably everybody's, for the most part. That's most people's favorite, I think.
Yeah, it is the most favorite item on our menu. And
what's in this one?
So the punani wrap is the kale. It's the karamu couscous, which is couscous with goji berries and raisins and coconut in it. So it's savory and sweet. And then it has a sweet coconut corn to go on top of that. So again, it's a savory, sweet dish. And why do we call it the punani wrap?
That was my next question. Yes. Why is it called
Well,
the
like all
punani
good
wrap?
punani, is hot and spicy, sweet, succulent, and juicy, like every woman wants to be.
Yes.
And like every man wants to experience, and it keeps you coming back for more.
Let's go.
Thus, the most popular wrap that we have.
You know which one I'm getting.
Yeah, I got mine. Okay, I am glancing at the ingredients, and the first thing that I see is it's made with love.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes.
love that.
Yes,
I
that's
love
our
that.
main ingredient.
Yes. So
it is.
that's the first thing that I saw, made with love.
You can't do nothing without
Right,
the love.
right.
It's not gonna be good at
So-
all.
Well, it's true. Well, you know what, Sunday, I always let people know that it can be good, but it won't be delicious.
There you go.
And we specialize in deliciousness.
That's right.
And that's the Tassili difference, right?
That is.
So so she brought us this, right? It
Oh, the
is
carrot
carrot
tuna.
tuna.
I love carrot tuna.
Okay. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
had it.
I never
I'm
had
so
it.
excited.
I cannot wait
about
to
it.
dive in.
Yes. So please tell us, Tassili, what is in carrot tuna?
So for those folks who are vegan and love tuna, we have the carrot tuna for you. So the carrot tuna is juiced carrot pulp.
Yeah.
Right? So it's made fresh every day. And then the recipe is like that I got from my mom when I used to eat tuna.
Okay.
You know, she made it for us. And when I learned that tuna is actually albacore, and albacore is a type of dolphin.
Oh God.
And
Yeah.
I was a fan of Flipper back in the day. I was devastated. I was like, what? I'm eating Flipper. Oh my God. And, you know, my mom kept buying it and I kept eating it.
God.
But when I became vegan, I just decided that I really was going to have to come up with a substitute.
Okay.
And there are a couple other places that do a carrot tuna, but they don't taste like mine.
Of course.
That's like, you know, there's a lot of folk that do kale, but they don't do what I do.
They don't have that secret ingredient
No,
of
ma'am.
love in there. So
Yeah, well,
that's the difference.
Yeah, I would suffice it to say that a lot of people do put love in their food, but what is for me is mine, and I share it with everyone.
Hey.
You know, it's channeled from on high.
This is mine.
Well, we can. It's cut in half, so
No,
we can
I'm
have
saying
it.
it's
So
mine.
like everything. Oh, I'm like,
Listen,
I don't want no
You can't have it all. No,
I don't-
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so we got
So
forks.
yeah,
Did we get the forks?
let's do this.
So we
Let's
can try
open
it?
them up.
Yes.
Let's open
I've
them
been
up.
ready.
Yeah, I know you been
Yeah.
ready. She over there like,
Trying to open it up.
listen,
And
y'all.
you
We are
all
sitting up in
can-
this studio,
And I made these, right?
mouth
today.
watering.
yes.
So I
Okay,
made them
everybody
right
it's
before
like they
I
over here
came.
drooling, holding on to the wrap with their life,
Holding on.
trying to figure out when is it safe to open it.
So this is the mixed punani here. Who would like half and half of that?
I will take half.
It's
and then
going to
I
be a
will
little
share.
heat.
I
It's
want
not a
me-
lot, but it's.
I
a
already
little-
had a request. My daughter said, Tassili's coming. You think you could put in an order for me? I'm like, we're not about to do
Does
that.
anyone else want the other half of the
So
mix?
I'm going to save my half for Miss
Shasha, you want
Damani.
half for the mix?
I've never had it at all, so and I'm not very veganist. So I would
It's
like
vegetables.
I would like to taste, but I don't want to take it from somebody who really.
Girl, we got.
So can I just share this with you?
Please share with us.
70% of our customer base still eats meat.
Oh yeah, that's
and half of them are not trying to convert. So I'm just saying, I got you.
Remedial.
All I'm saying is, I got you.
I never heard
That's
that
it.
term, but
Well,
okay.
I got you.
looking at it, you can see the corn, the avocado, the couscous. It's on a spinach wrap. It has sun-dried tomatoes. It looks very good. I
Oh
can't
my
wait.
gosh.
Yeah. You so funny.
Well, that's what she's trying to give you half
have-
of. Get her half of that. Give her that half.
Okay.
Give that to Sunshine.
Yes, I'll pass that over to Sunshine.
And so are you trying to take that for yourself? Is that what's happening? You're not gonna share?
No, I'm not sharing because I
Okay.
had a request from my daughter. So I
She
promise.
said that definitively. No, I am not sharing.
I'm just trying to get something that's mild and not
Here's
big.
My
this
daughter
is a mile
Ubers.
south of the border.
Damani Ubers to
There's-
Tassili
No,
to
it's
get
so-
her
Say
food.
mixed or spicy for the
From y'all house?
Yes,
You want to have?
it's
you want us
serious. She loves this.
mixed?
And so we could put a half to the side for you.
I'm trying to get this half right
So
here.
we're about to get into
And
We about to
Well,
elevate
I'm
our
about to-
This is the
palate.
south
get into
of
the
the
punani
border.
wrap.
Isn't
So
that
we're gonna go
beautiful?
to
the border.
Isn't that beautiful?
And the south of the border
Edible
is a
art.
chili wrap
Yes,
with
it
black
is.
pea hummus, spicy or mild or mixed kale, Moroccan couscous,
And
avocado,
did you
and
want
tomato.
Any of
Is
this?
the south of the
We don't
border.
need these here. It's mixed.
All right, I'm tucking in.
Taste it. Tell us what you think. I've tasted them all, so I know what they taste like. They good.
You and me both.
That's what they are.
First of all, that corn is so sweet. It's so good.
The sweet coconut.
Mhm.
Mhm. Thank you.
And I see you have sides of that too. The
Yes, we
sweet
do.
coconut.
You can get any sides. You
Mhm.
can get a side of tuna, a side of whatever you like.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
So at Tassili's, you also can get Big Yoshi, which is a seaweed wrap with soy vegan free mayo, kale, couscous, pad thai noodles, avocado, tomatoes, and she has a raw barbecue sauce. She also has kale salad,
Barbecue.
okra,
Pad Thai.
sun-dried tomatoes, that sweet corn. Listen, she has a black love stew.
Oh, the black love stew is good with that black rice.
Oh my goodness!
Mm.
It has black rice,
Put some of
portobello
the
mushrooms,
plantains on there.
red, green, and yellow bell peppers with Tassili seasonings.
I'm sorry, I'll get it.
And she also has a mango mushroom stew. Oh my goodness. That's a sweet and tart stew with mango, portobello mushrooms, bell pepper, red onions, and cilantro. Listen. She also has dessert. She has a carob climax brownie. Did I say it? Climax.
Mhm.
Carrot
Seen them
carob
cookies.
climax brownie. Man, it is made with almond butter, carrot powder, maple syrup, and sliced almonds. She has a variety of desserts. Strawberry pie. She had a just different types of deliciousness. So make sure you tap
That's a
into Tassili's Raw Reality. Tassili, can you tell us the address and where they can find all this amazing food?
Mhm.
She putting it. She's
Family,
putting the
I'm still
tuna-
eating,
the carrot tuna on the wrap. Okay,
which you can
Yes.
get when you come into the restaurant. You can get it custom made.
Mhm.
Called Create Your Own. You
That's
know,
right.
after 17 years, I still love
I
and
see you
am
enjoying it. I
amazed
see it.
Mhm.
with this food.
What's the
So
address?
fresh.
And so the address is 1059 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in the historic West End. It's a big 2-story yellow house. And we'd love to see you there. We're open 7 days a week from 11 to 9. And just come on.
All right. So as we elevate our palette, we're gonna go into some music. Elevate Joe with the flow.
Every
time somebody follow their heart and better all. They don't want to believe until the rain start falling on them. All of a sudden now they calling on them. I still let them in the boat though. They shouldn't drown cause they don't know. You can't hate the hate cause they be pulling you down. You know I got a float, bro. What you think I'm in a boat for? That's what you listening to Joe for, right? I'm at peace like the yogis be. The Himalayas ain't as cold as me. I'm Gucci, like the belt with the golden G's, but the ego and everybody to notice me so they can know it's me. Like I'm a dude with the answers. I got the cure for your cancer. I got the music to make your hair move and make it dance. Manifest things, even genies in the bottle wouldn't grant you. I turn into a monk, I meditate. Get a camera cause I might levitate. Wow, everybody in the moment. Here right now, right here, right now. Just chill right now. Put a pure love in your ear right now. I don't want to see nobody shed a tear right now. No fear right now. You could do nothing to it, even if you're going through it. Gotta know you're gonna elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. People be talking, they can say what they like. I don't worry cause everything is in your mind. No one. Hold up, that's another song. But she had a point, everybody sing along. You don't gotta know the words, it's okay to get them wrong. But people be stressing. People be stressing. I'm guessing that they don't know self, they don't know health, they don't know wealth and abundance. They just been running for all of their life. Through the pain and the strife. And it's never just right, ain't that what you feel like? Come and step in the light. I mean, we take a flight. Perfection is something you can't ever see. You just let it be. When it come from within, that's when you win. You can take it from me or don't take it from me. You gotta experience. It ain't enough to be hearing this. It's a phenomenon that's too mysterious. Language is just too inferior. Better off looking in the mirror, so you might find yourself traveling a myriad of pathways, but you even get halfway. Now you're level with the mad face, and that's slowing you down like parachutes in a drag race. What you gotta do is have faith that it'll come on time and know the present in a bad place. You can't enjoy the ride even if you're driving the last place. You can't lose if you really were playing. Know what I'm saying? Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, elevate. Elevate, elevate.
Yo, what up?
What's the deal?
What's good?
All right.
You already know your man, Mr. Cheeks in the building.
It's Big Nice in the building.
Your boy Pretty Lou doing what I do. Hey, man, where we at?
FIYE
Radio.
Baby in your ear, baby.
All right.
Hits 92.3.
LOST. What? BOYC.
Yeah.
Hey.
And we are back, the ladies of FIYE Radio on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And we are here with our special guest today, Tassili Ma'at. And we were just, everybody was really like chewing and smacking, right? Because Sean D just did Dish Diaries of a Diva on Tassili's raw reality Kale Raps.
Yes.
And we was over here scooping carrot tuna with the top. We in here doing it real live and direct because it was so good. It's tasty.
Okay. Delicious. Like she said, delicious.
So I wanted to, but before we keep going, I wanted to tap in. I want to shout out Cameron today.
Cameron.
Don't laugh so shy. I knew you was gonna laugh. I want to shout him out because he said he's not dealing with the mess.
Right.
Yes,
They pulled him on CNN and they started to interview him about Diddy.
Right.
Oh, no.
And he was like, do I look like I sit around and worry about Diddy? He said, I don't agree with nothing that's happening, what's doing. He said, but I'm not sitting around paying attention to what Diddy got going on. I got my own stuff going on.
Right.
And then she just continued to ask him questions, and he was just like
promoting his business.
He was promoting his business. He done took a shot. He said he was going to get some buns later. It was hilarious.
That's the part that got me. Yeah, he got to wait. He got to go get his buns.
I mean, because I think at that point he was just like, "Why am I here?
Right.
You're gonna pull me on CNN to ask me about Diddy. Why am I here?" And he just did not want to deal with the middle. And I love that. And he was just like, "Yo, who booked this joint?" Right, straight on CNN. It was the most funniest thing I have seen. I was like, "Wow." I said, "I love Cameron."
Yeah, I'm
like,
glad
he
he
is
was
just
true
the
with
realest.
himself. You know what I'm saying? And to keep in his own business. Yeah, mind your own business.
The thing is that reporter did not do her due diligence because she should have known based on his personal interviews with his show. It is what it's called is what it is, I believe. But not only that, Bill O'Reilly interviewed him and he gave him the same thing. So what did she expect?
It was going to be different.
No.
So don't interview Cameron if you want to talk about somebody else's business.
Right.
Interview Cameron if you want to talk about Cameron.
There you
But
go.
I think
That's
that's
respect all day.
All day
yes,
long.
but I think that's
It
just
is.
the noble thing to do. If you're gonna bring someone and have an interview going, you want to showcase what that person has going on,
Right.
What they're doing, because obviously they have some kind of
Like
importance.
these lamps.
If you brought right,
See, but if you want to create a distraction, keep the distraction going with all the other drama that's going on in the world,
yeah,
you keep trying to bring in people into something that they're not even in.
to have viral moments
Mess.
because just mess,
And
and he's
he
not
did
with
the right
it.
thing. He
He's
was
not.
like, "No."
Absolutely
So I
not.
just wanted to shout him out because I was just so happy. Y'all don't even know
There you
how
go.
elated I was that he skipped all the way over the BS.
Right,
He was
And is.
he did a little BS, but it was rightfully so.
right.
So
Speaking of mess,
I just want to say that.
did you ladies see the viral story about, well, it's actually a McDonald's in Australia, and I think a lot of people skipped over that part because it's you good?
What is it about?
it's the rap. I'm sorry.
It is the rap. It is.
My
She was
bad.
so preoccupied
Right,
just for a second. Look, and
Thinking about
Cecilia ain't
I
stopped.
just heard
Okay.
I just heard
I
tomatoes.
have not really eaten today.
I love it. Yeah, eat, please.
So,
Get it in.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
so
happy.
in McDonald's in Australia,
Mhm.
one of the employees took the dirty mop and held it under the fry station.
And it was
On top-
fries up under it.
Fries,
Two.
the fries are cooked under it. What was the reason to do that? I don't know. They wanted to dry the mop, heat the mop. I'm not sure what the
Wait,
purpose
what?
of that. Yeah, the dirty mop. She took it off the
Handle.
the handle, held it up and took it under the fry station.
Where the lights are.
With the lights, yeah.
She's trying to heat the water up.
But I don't know
Make
what
it hot?
I don't know, but it's
confused.
dirty.
No,
It's,
yeah, it
it's
was-
fully dirty.
It's just the mop
I mean, I
head.
get it.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Well, she's beyond fired.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
well,
she should- you know what I'm
McDonald's
saying.
they issued a statement saying they were investigating. Baby, what do you
Maybe she got
investigate? We
mental.
seen
It
it.
could be mental.
No. So that was my thing that I wanted to pose because as far as establishment, because McDonald's is a large known franchise.
Yes.
Worldwide, not just in the US, worldwide. So one incident like that can tarnish their brand, because
Completely.
everybody is going with the mentioning of the brand.
Right.
Should there be some type of evaluations, for employees prior to getting
But then you couldn't hire
You gotta
anybody.
know who you're
Right.
dealing with.
Because I was
right?
thinking,
saying you
I
couldn't
was
hire
thinking,
anybody.
no. So
That's
I was
hard.
thinking as if I were to create a business in food industry,
Mhm.
I would kind of want my employees based off of recommendation.
Right. Let's ask
Yeah.
Cecilia. Like,
Oh, good luck.
Yeah,
with
so
that.
no. So
Yeah.
that was going to be my question.
Okay.
Because
So as Sunday just said, good luck with that. If we were doing a mental evaluation, we wouldn't be able to hire anybody.
no. I
No.
understand
Yes.
For real.
really get that. There have been times in the raw reality where it just seemed like we had a mental institution.
Mm.
And we had to let people go because we were clear that what they needed was help that was above our pay grade.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Period.
So that's why I said where recommendation would come in.
Well,
so somebody could advocate for them.
So
you don't
in the
know
restaurant
a person
industry,
until they actually you can
Get
get all
in
the
there.
evaluation
Right.
you want, but you don't actually know a person until they actually start working.
and we
That's
do
like a
have a lot of
relationship.
referrals.
Mhm.
Okay, so and those people usually work out well.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also a lot of transient people who are just looking for work. That's one of the things that is the restaurant industry is known for. You're going to have a huge employee base of people that are coming and go. They'll stay anywhere from 2 days to maybe a year, maybe. Then you have your middle tier where you have your people that will stay anywhere from 2 years to 5. And then you have your day ones, so to speak, or your loyalty people who are going to be there 5 years or more, and they're going to really help the company to grow. And so, and then the people in the middle help the company to grow too, and the transient people do as well, because the vibe is this:
everybody serve a purpose.
Exactly. Even if to teach us what not to do. Okay, because there were times we were just so desperate, we were taking people off the street. You know, now we're not in a position of desperation because we realized after a while that, you know what, hiring just anybody means that
could be
we
more
could get
detrimental.
flaky, they could, it could, right. And so then we'd have our core group having to work anyway. So then we were like, okay, let's just be more selective from the get-go, which is what we're doing. We have a great team right now. I pray we are able to maintain that, and that requires us to always be present, you know, and to find balance, because anytime you're working with people, of course, you're going to have people who complain. Some of their complaints are legit. You know, some of the issues that are there are just corporate issues. And I do my best to not be corporate per se, but there are aspects of corporate that are just good business, you know, period. And that's something I had to learn. I learned it the hard way. I have a board and a board of advisors. Now, I have the last say so, but I only exercise that maybe 2% of the time. Why? Because why then have a board?
Right.
You know, yes, you can have autonomy, but unless you know everything about everything, you know, it's important to have advisors, people who are in their lane, who do what they do, that you can trust and have balanced conversations with them. You know, and the trust factor, though, is one where I've had to really develop that muscle, because I've just been so trusting blindly, to the extent that back in 2020, I found that in 2019, we were being embezzled for $400,000 by my upper level management. Now, I trusted them blindly, partially because I was traveling back and forth to California. I had a lot of family drama going on out there. So mentally, I wasn't there in that way. But the other piece to that was I was just burnt out. You know, from starting the business, from being a single mom running my own business before that. So it wasn't like there was a gap. I did hair. So I went from being a self-employed loctician and spiritual counselor, where I made my own hours, went with my own flow, to becoming a business owner, where I had people that had to work for me and they had to depend on me. So it couldn't be my own flow. That in and of itself was stressful. And then I didn't know what I didn't know to know what to do, you know, to even inspect what I expected. So one of the things I encourage people to do as they develop their own businesses, or maybe they have already started, and it is to, one, have some folks that you consider to be your advisors. And they don't need to be yes men and women.
Hold you accountable for things.
You need some people that are going to say, well, you know what? No. Now, no. And that doesn't make any kind of, are you trying to hurt your company? What are you trying to do? You know, you have the last say. So sometimes they have to check me, because I'm a visionary. I'm an innovator. I'm not always paying attention to the numbers. In fact, the truth of the matter is, if I was paying attention to the numbers, I never would have had a business, because I didn't have any money to start with. So I was, you know, taken from my other businesses to support this business and doing all kind of things, everything legal. but completely unorthodox according to the business world, you know, but according to people who are just bootstrapping it, no, this is just what we do.
Yeah,
you
Get
just
our hustle
the leap of
on,
faith, yeah.
and this is what you
Get
do.
your hustle on.
I even have some hair clients that 5 of them, I did their locks for them, right? Family members, and they would pay my water bill, they pay my electric bill. If I needed car rental, I was traveling, they would help in exchange for me doing hair, services. So, you know, people will help you if you have a good product, if you have a good heart, and you're willing to roll up your sleeves and get in there and, you know, grind it out.
And do the grunt work.
But if you're not willing to do that, people be like, yeah, okay. And if you have a good idea and a good product, watch out, because folk will take it. If you're not really willing to put in the work, you know, for that. So, you know, I just encourage people to learn as much as you can. Find out, do the research. Bless you. And let people earn your trust. You know, I have my family in those positions now. And these are family members that are trustworthy. I have some that are questionable. They're not in the business.
Don't we all?
They you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother thing for people who have a family business. How do you delineate between what, you know, is supporting the family and what's just good for business or bad for business, you know? And it's not always clear cut.
I'd be like that.
You know, so yeah.
And we're about to go to some music. Got it again. And that's
Rayo Cali.
Oh, no, it's not.
on his 92.3.
Ransom Rosita.
Right, Ransom Rosita.
That's why I call my thing the marathon, because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. No, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion.
Yeah, hey, girl. I put my right hand to God when I tell you that I'm really him. Hey, it ain't nobody but God that can tell you where I really been. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, it ain't no way I can stop when I look back on how long it been. Hey, I done went without, all it did was make me stronger within. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Lost it all, got it right back. I'm talking twice that I understand now. God had a plan bigger than any plan I could ever plan out. Still cooking, got them sauteed. Don't know why they thought it wouldn't pan out. Y'all know Regina vegan, but I keep dreaming about pulling that lamb out. So in love with who I became. Sometimes I look in the mirror and fan out. All work, no handouts. Man, y'all perked up and zanned out. Still ain't seen 100 yet, making money stretch like I'm getting cramps out. Benny Hunters with the hand towel. Too much drip for the shine wow. I put my right hand to God when I tell you that I'm really him. Hey, it ain't nobody but God that can tell you where I really been. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, it ain't no way I can stop when I look back on how long it been. Hey, I done went without, all it did was make me stronger within. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Life be crazy, but I ain't complaining. Watch how all my omens turn to amens. Meditating, learning to be patient. Mind keep racing, but wait, who is racing? All the lies I watch, the truth erase them. Had to climb to get up to the basement. Took my aches and turned it to an Aikman. Hall of Fame, my name is now a statement. Lying if I said I never doubted. Let's be real, this game is hella crowded. Tried to quit, my life was hell without it. Sleepless nights, yeah, I can tell you about them. Fighting demons no one else can see. Push myself when no one else believe. I should charge my life for pedicures. All the times that I had felt defeat. I put my right hand to God when I tell you that I'm really him. Hey, it ain't nobody but God that can tell you where I really been. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey, it ain't no way I can stop when I look back on how long it been. Hey, I done went without, all it did was make me stronger within. Hey, lost it and got it, then lost it and got it again. Hey,
Lost it and got it, and lost it and got it again. Lost it and got it, and lost it and got it again.
It's Black Friday. Today is the day that if no other day you support your Black-owned businesses. Not only to help us be more conscious as a people, but to flourish the community with nourishment and unity. We must reform prisons and the communities to make a place where doing something to go to prison isn't the only way. Stay woke, be free. Black-owned, Black Friday. Support your Black-owned businesses. The Black Friday movement.
Hey, dopeness. It's the Black Friday movement. And I want to just shout out a little bit of Black excellence today.
Hey.
So we have Kamora Freeland. She's a 17-year-old, and she is one of the youngest licensed Black pilots in America. And she is aiming for her commercial pilot's license. So we're going to give some snaps for Kamora Freeland. Yes. Shout out to you, girl. You are excellent. And then I have to give a shout out to my girl, Patti LaBelle. Today is her 80th birthday.
Oh, Patti. Amazing.
Yes. She does look amazing.
Did you see her leaning and rocking with it?
Beautiful. Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Patti LaBelle is one of the reasons why. So I've always done hair since a kid, braids, whatever. But when I went to cosmetology school and I started doing all of these
updos.
Just these weird
how Patti used to have her hair
styles.
Yes.
She was like, I was like, she used to have this one wig that used to go up and it would just be pointed straight up. And I would be like,
getting energy.
What? And then she would have these spikes. And so it intrigues me. So she has always been very, very dope in her style and her dress and just been her own natural self. So shout out to you, Patti LaBelle. You look so amazing at 80. Does. Black excellence.
Yes.
Okay, T.I. Shout out to T.I. He opened his first affordable housing development, which features 143 units and 25 special units designated for homeless kids.
Yes.
Wow.
So I really want to shout him out for that because Atlanta has one of the most homeless kids population.
Yeah.
It's a lot of homeless kids in Atlanta. So shout out to you for that. Shout out to you for making affordable housing for the community. Black excellence. Hashtag Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Nicholas Beaumont is a 12-year-old author, producer, and philanthropist.
Okay.
Yes, he is breaking barriers. He just published his 4th book in the Library of Congress.
Wow.
He is speaking positivity and inspiration.
Yes.
And the name of the book is The Sky Is Not the Limit.
Oh, how old is he?
12.
Okay.
Yes.
That's Nicholas.
Yes. So shout out to you, Nicholas Beaumont. You are Black excellence.
Yes.
And that is the Black Friday movement. Make sure you are supporting your Black-owned businesses, your friends, your family. Support your circle. Peace and love, dopeness.
All right.
Dopeness.
Yes. Dopeness. And now we're gonna go into "Stay Out the Way" by Rayo Cali.
There she goes.
I'm here to stay. Tapped in the greatness, I knew I was well on my way. Stay down to come up on so up, I don't know what to say. Tapped in the greatness, I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. I do my thing every day. I'm a living, breathing sign on me of the miracles that I lie for me. They say, damn, Raven, you don't got fine on me. Let your energy come put your shine on me. I'm a light in the darkest of times. Confusion is constant, consuming the minds. The feelings what matter at end of our time. All that kind of life is all they align with. No need to run from the shadows. Integrate, then you get better. The darkest of magic. Running from hurt can get tragic. Diving head first, and then you will learn how to relax it. Dancing with stars is galactic. Triple darkness where you come from. Stop all that acting. Stop fearing death, we just pass
acid. Running through power, what have you, sauce, molasses. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Tell me what is it? Is you steady land like past you? Or you caught in the past? You caught up in what coulda, shoulda, and not what you can do. All in your head like some can to put it on paper and watch all your goals getting ran through. See where intention will take you. Gotta stay focused and make sure you bring out the best you. Tapped in the greatness, I knew I was well on my way. Stay down to come up, I'm so up, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Tapped in the greatness, I do my thing every day. Every day. Mind my business, dream my water and stay on the way. Mind my business, dream my water and stay on the way. Stay on the way. Mind my business, dream my water and stay on the way. Stay on the way. Mind my business, dream my water and stay on the way. I do my thing every day. I do my thing every day. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. Tapped in the greatness, I knew I was well on my way. Well on my way. Stay down to come up, I'm so up, I don't know what to say. Tapped in the greatness, I do my thing every day. Every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. Mind my business, drink my water and stay out the way. I do my thing every day. I do my thing every day. Maybe it should be.
And we're back. And it's the ladies of FIYE Radio on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. And we are here with our special guest today, Tassili Ma'at. Most know her as Mama Tassili of the community from Tassili's Raw Reality in the West End. Go get yourself some raps at 1059 Rap David Avenue at the Southwest, because we just had ours. Now you go get yours, okay?
Yes. Run and go get yours.
Yes. So we're back and we want to know some things.
What you want to know?
Get up all in the business.
Inquiring minds.
Inquiring minds want to know. No. I want to know how you balance. How do you balance being a businesswoman, a community? I want to call
Advocate.
you like community. I want to say something else, but a community advocate, a mom, a grandmom. Like, how do you balance everything that you do? Because you do a lot. A lot.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
I love the answer. Yeah.
Seriously. You know, I think people who say they do it all by themselves are full of shit. Excuse me. I don't know if I can cuss on the radio, but I think they are, because what do we do by ourselves? We don't make air. The trees do. We don't dig the oil that we put in our car in the form of gasoline. Most of us don't build our houses, make our clothes, grow our food, and so on. We're all interrelated and interconnected. And so I have been blessed to have some really solid relationships with just some really good, solid people.
Yeah.
You know, my family, for one, is solid. You know, we got some characters in it. You know, I'm sure they have called me a character many times, but you know, we love each other. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the new day, we may have to hear each other's mouth, but if we really needed something, you know, fam is there.
Yeah.
And then and that's my biological family. My spiritual family is there for me too. In pretty much the same way, and I'm there for them. The community is pretty much there for me. Is there for me, because it's the community that sustains all of my businesses. And so, you know, I have to just be filled with gratitude all the time. You know, because our relationships are really all that we have.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and when you think, okay, we're born by ourselves and we leave by ourselves, then really we're the only person we're going to be with our whole lives.
Yeah.
So we start with the first relationship was with ourselves and the Most High. So when I get up in the new day, I start my day giving thanks. I drink 32 ounces of water.
When you first wake up?
When I first wake up.
Oh my.
Because that's like an internal shower.
Okay.
You know, I mean, think about it. Would you take a shower in some Coca-Cola? Would you take a shower in some orange juice? Would you take a shower in a smoothie? No, you wouldn't. You know, so you may take a bath in some herbs or some things like that, but you're not going to take a shower in those things. So the water is our internal showers. I get everything flushed and moving, lubricated. And then I do my best to, you know, go into prayer. Really, I pray too while I'm drinking the water, because I'm programming the water as it goes into my body to be love, to be healing, to make me more like water. Because water, you know, water is one of those elements that never changes its essence. It's always H2O.
It's always the same.
It could be solid, it could be flowing, it could be mist, but it is going to always be H2O, no matter what shape or form it takes. And it does lend itself to take any shape and form.
Yeah, I would be praying to get it down, because 32 ounces in the morning is a lot. So I just like, God, please help me.
Well, see, I really love water.
Yeah.
You know, I think many of our people have issues with water because of the epigenetic trauma, you know, that we experienced from the slave trade. A lot of our people don't want to swim, at least the ones over here. Now, if they're in the Caribbean, then yes, they do.
Fish, yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people, they're not trying to get in the water. They're not trying to drink it, for that matter. So, you know, we have to get beyond that and recognize that our bodies are made up of at least 80% water.
Yeah.
And especially for us as women, we have to replenish ourselves with water, because our body makes our moon cycle, you know, which if we are not drinking enough water, if we're not hydrated, that's where the cramps come in and all that pain and all of that. Of course, your diet has a lot to do with it too, but dehydration is really a big thing. And it's why a lot of people end up having dis-ease, because most people eat a lot of starch. Why do we eat starch? Because most people are under so much stress. Living in an industrial society, we are stressed and don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know, so we love fried food. Why? Because it crunches. That crunch is rewarding. You know, it activates the back of our jaws, right? Just like when babies suck, you know, they get fulfilled from that sucking. We get fulfilled from that crunching. And that's just like a person who grinds their teeth at night. Person grinding their teeth at night, that's them trying to relieve stress, because they're really stressed. And so we love the crunch. And of course we want comfort food. Why? Because we want the sweetness in life. We want the cream. We want that ooey gooey, that thing that's going to make us feel so nice in the moment. In the moment.
Like you said, in the moment. Yeah.
Then afterwards, and that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So, you know, I really encourage people to get to know themselves. And in getting to know yourself, then you get a chance to find out your own goals and hopes and dreams and aspirations. And then in the new day, when you wake up, that becomes your meditation. You set the tone for your day. You know, you say, well, today I'm going to have a good day no matter what. Well, the universe may throw all kind of random stuff your way. And you'd be like, wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to be having a good day. But that's your test. How committed are you to keeping your own word to you? You know, because you're not even making it to anybody else. You're keeping it to you.
Yeah.
So when we take the time to do that, which is something I do, I really do my best to like just assess, what am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing today?
Yeah.
You know, do I have to run downstairs and go make food? Do I get a chance to take some time to get back in the bed and sleep in? That's a rare thing, but every now and then I get it. You know, what do I need to do? Do I need to make phone calls? What do I need to do?
Right.
You know, and then that comes the part where I get by with a little help from my friends, because I have folk in my life who help keep me on track, because I have so much stuff going on. And Sunday is one of those people. You know, I've had the blessing of coming to know her over the past, 3 years, I guess, now 3.5 years. And even before I met her, when I was first dating her brother cousin, he and another one of their cousins were talking about her, and they were like, Sunday, yeah, her food is so good. So we really love Sundays. Sunday's the truth. Sundays. And I was like, who is this
Sunday?
I want to meet her. It was just an energy about how they spoke about her,
How highly they spoke of her,
and her name and the frequency that it carried. Not just that it was the day of the week and that being different, but it was something magical about it. I couldn't put my finger on it. I just, I always tell you this. I could not put my finger on it.
Tell the story.
And I just knew I had to meet her. I knew she was a dynamic person. So when I met her, I was like, yeah, okay. And then
she lived up to it.
And then she went in with her spoken word. And then I just saw how real she was about things. And at one point, my love and I was really upset with him, and I had given him some ultimatums about his behavior. And I was saying, well, you and I may not stay together, but I'm keeping Sunday.
Right. Right. That part.
Listen, we're going to come back to that. I want to hear that story. All right. We got a little music by K. Johnny. So sick. This is your girls on FIYE Radio. Hits 92.3.
Yeah. Funny how a person could put you second to someone they just met. But I remember I put her first and I ain't had to flinch. Them days you damn near homeless, make sure I paid the rent. Your mom kicked you out, so you lusting over what again? Tell them how I took you in when you ain't never had shit. Made you feel beautiful when I could have hit and quit. But saw potential when you helped you up and gave strength. Didn't know what to feel from all the shit that I did. Still when I ring, I got you just a... How fucked up can you get? I pray that ring be a reminder. Pray that ring show you light. I pray that ring give you guidance. Pray that ring bring you peace. I pray that ring showed you magic. And even when you decide to throw that ring away, I hope you remember what I truly had gave. Cause the love that I gave you was real and never damaged. People don't know the real. I tried to fix what was damaged. Yeah, I tried to fix what was damaged. A motherfucker who was damaged. I tried to fix what was... Step in their lane, watch me burn out again. And they probably won't feel me till my pain don't exist. Fuck it, I'ma make them feel me before I leave out this bitch. And the scrap not for you, I up this bitch up on the pig. Say fuck a phone, watch me spit a crack a wig. And pray beyond and get just, man. Shit fucked up, so sick and tired of seeing my people dying before 30. Shooting back, feel like the only way to stop hurting. Yeah, to stop hurting. So my pops are my own man. I won't go by Lil Bunk ever again. Tell a nigga he can have that bitch. It's a fraction. Dropping bombs more like shells. Only when I'm gassing. Wish people had the same energy about their child though. I never let you be like them. She won't reciprocate the love to a fucking child though. That she decide to give to him. But I never leave your side and change my love for no woman. My wife will understand my love for my daughter. Cause I gotta express through her before I love another man's daughter. Yeah, I was hurt before my daughter. My heart was healed and promise I'll protect you from now. Won't let you see disappointment, forever show you what's real. Won't put you second to someone that I just met this year. Won't put you second to someone that I just met this year. Yeah. Won't put you second to someone that I just love. Step in their lane, watch me burn out of. Step in their lane, watch me. Step in their lane, watch me burn out of. Step in their lane, watch me. Step in their lane, watch me burn out again. And they probably won't feel me till my pain don't exist. Fuck it, I'ma make them feel me before I leave out this bitch. And the scrap not for you, I up this bitch up on the pig. Step in their lane, watch me burn out again. And they probably won't feel me till my pain don't exist. Fuck it, I'ma make them feel me before I leave out this bitch. And the scrap not for you, I up this bitch up on the pig. Yeah.
You're tuned in to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Go over to your Play Store and download Hits 92.3. Don't want to miss your favorite show? Click that tab in the top left-hand corner and set the alarm. You'll never miss another episode. Love all of the shows and can't decide? Then scroll down and rate Hits 92.3 and also leave a message for your favorite radio personality, letting them know what an amazing job they're doing. While you're at it, go over to our Instagram page and follow us on Hits 92.3.
Hey, what's going on? It's your man Putu, and I'm rocking with FIYE Radio on 92.3. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. It's your girls with FIYE Radio on Hits 92.3. We are with Mama Tassili. Yes. And we are back. She was telling us this story about how her love could go, but Sunday wasn't going nowhere.
It's so true. And I say that because
I love it.
Yeah, Sunday is she's just solid.
She's unique.
She's unique, but she's also consistent.
Yeah.
Right. That's when I say solid. That's what I mean. It's like you're gonna be Sunday. Yeah. I don't have to worry about how you're gonna be tomorrow. You're gonna be yourself. Now, if you are in some type of mood, it's still a Sunday mood.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay. It's so I either know, okay, we'll tread lightly or be sweet. She needs some sweetness. She needs some grace. Give her love. Or, however it is, maybe I'll just step away for a while until you just are gone do whatever. And just letting you know, though, that I'm here for you. Because, And then she proved herself, not that she was being tested.
Yeah.
I was being tested. And that's deep. My sanity was on the line. It was so much shit going on. And she just was there. She didn't even have to say, "Oh, can I help you?" She was just right
tucked
there,
in,
just there. And I'll never ever forget that in my whole life.
Oh,
Yeah, because you know how when you're going through shit and it just seems like you're in the ocean of life and it just wave after wave. As soon as you come up for air, it's a whole nother one, and you're like, "Oh my God,
what next?"
And then then she was just like a buoy. I was like, oh God, oh. So it didn't matter what waves were coming. I'm holding on to the buoy. And I know I'm going to be all right because those waves are going to pass. Eventually that storm is going to pass. And the buoy has saved my life. So that's how I feel about you.
Wow.
And then when you ask, how do I maintain my balance? It's because I have, a handful, I can probably count them on one hand. People like that in my life, that I know they're just solid. That don't mean they don't get on my nerves. I don't get on their nerves, but it happens so rarely, because we communicate. We keep it real. That it's like, okay, well, at least I know what this is about. Right? I may not know all of that over there, but I know what this is about.
Right.
And, your brother cousin has been one of those people. And of course, my solid family, and I got a couple other sister friends that are just there. They just like the sun rises and sets. People that they're very consistent.
Yeah, you're fortunate to have that because a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's good to hear that people are still down with each other, and that people can be grounded with somebody, because so many times you really truly are alone and you don't have anyone. So it's good that you can, draw on people. Yeah. And I hope
it's a blessing,
yeah. And being a community leader as yourself, that you can give. And I see so many people talk about you in such a gracious way, all the time.
Things because I'm sure some folks talk about me in not a nice way.
I haven't heard anything.
We haven't heard it
at all. And that's good because most people do say good things. But I just keep it real on that level. I piss some people off. And
you're a strong woman. Of course you're going to piss people off. Yeah.
I receive that. I just strive to just understand and overstand and then understand, which sometimes gets on other people's nerves because they like, Tassili, you making excuses for them people. I'm like, no, I'm really just trying to get to where they are to really understand why they did what they did, why they might be doing what, because I would want someone to give me that grace.
Yeah.
To just pause for a minute instead of judging me.
Like, what's going on?
And just say, what's really going on?
Yeah.
And instead of jumping to the conclusion that, I'm out to get them. Why do we always have to think about the negative with each other?
Yeah, that's true. Because normally you only do that with your friends. You can tell, like, what's wrong? What's going on?
Yeah.
You can feel the energy. But with other people that's outside your circle, you tend to just prejudge and be like, what's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Versus asking and see like something must be going on. They must be off because you don't know them, but still something must be off.
Yeah. And it usually is.
Yeah.
It usually is. There's a quick story I would like to share with y'all about perspective, because to me it really is all about perspective.
Yes.
And it's where there was this man who got on the train with his 4 children. And so everybody on the train was bugging because the kids were wilding out. They was being baby's kids to the max. And the man was so out of it, he wasn't even paying attention to his kids at all. And so finally, one of the passengers said, "Sir, would you please watch your children? Because they're all over the place. They're getting on people's nerves. They're hitting. They're just being unruly, and they need a little more attention. I'm not trying to cause a problem, but..." And the man snapped back into presence, and he said, "Wow," he said, "forgive me. I didn't even realize," he said, "we just left the hospital. My wife just died.
Wow.
Their mother just died. And I don't even know what to do or what to think." He said, "I apologize."
Wow.
So he tried to, corral his children in, but these are small children bouncing off the wall.
Yeah.
Because their mama just died.
Yeah.
So we are so quick to judge and think somebody is just tripping, and they might actually be. But even that,
it's a reason.
It's a reason.
Don't be so quick to make, like you
It's
said,
just
make
like-
judgment or to try to figure people out, because you really don't know what people are going through.
That part.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like the kids we talk about that go to the schools, and I'm saying teachers and parents just ask questions because kids are not acting out because they want to.
Yeah.
They're acting out because they have something inside of them, or something is happening at home, and they don't know how to release the anger or the pain or the hurt or whatever it is. So they release it through acting out.
Yeah.
So it's the same exact thing. We release things, we act out because we're in pain or agony or hurt or something's going on.
All of the
we
above.
Feel like no one is listening to us.
Yes. Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people,
all the time. Yeah.
And we all are hurt sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know one person that has been hurt in some way, shape, or form in their life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has been through something.
That's right.
And so I always tell people, you're not special because you've been through something, because there's somebody that's been through worse than you. So don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Try to resolve yourself and move on to the next thing, because there's another way to deal with stuff.
Yeah. You have people who they are intentional with not projecting their circumstance on others. So they come off like super happy, super, just being a great
Extra.
Energy. Yeah, they be a great energy, laughing, and especially comedians, they are top notch with that. They can make people laugh, but deep down they're going through things themselves, so they always say check on your strong friends, because you just never know.
The strongest ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they know how to put up that, facade that things are great. But
It's
internally
just a mask.
That's what I was gonna say, a mask. Yeah.
It's just a mask.
So
yeah, that's
So much is just positive perspective. Period. Even when, like we're using word sound power, when we look at the word alone, it's really all one. And we could be lonely. That's a different thing. But when we're by ourselves, are we good? It just depends. Well, are you comfortable being by yourself, with yourself?
Yeah.
Are you keeping company
A lot of people
with
are
yourself?
not.
Exactly. So then that is a whole thing that they can begin to explore, in terms of, well, why not? So can go to the mirror. Now start doing some mirror work. Look at your shadows. What are the things that are holding you back? I call it, like I wrote a book called The Journey to Selffulness. And in it, I have a component that talks about the endarkening. Everybody always talks about, oh, we're enlightened. Like this light bulb went off and now we woke. But let's intentionally go into the dark side of ourselves, because that's there too. And most of the time we want to push it down, suppress it, try to act like it's not there. And everybody sees it. Everybody smell it. It's like Caroline. Shout out to 3 Stacks. At what point do we say, well, wait a minute, if all this craziness is going on in my life and I'm the common denominator, none of these people even know each other, but they all know me.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to check in and see what I'm doing.
Look at yourself.
Self-reflect.
So the darkening is where we can go into meditation, right? And first thing we see initially is blackness. Once we start focusing, then we start seeing the little lights, the little pixelated lights, you know, sometimes patterns and things like that. Sometimes it's just little sparks. But what that allows us to acknowledge is that first there is the darkness, and from the darkness comes the light. And darkness and light together produce shadows. So now we get a chance to go into the room of our minds where all the shadows live. And so that means we have now the opportunity to look at and open the door of the closet where all them skeletons are rattling. That's all that family shit. All the skeletons in the closet. People have tried to hide. And why do you think they rattling?
Kicking the door closed.
They want to give attention. They want attention to be given to them. They want people to see and let them come. So you open the door and all the skeletons falling out on top of you. Like, oh my God. But you got to face them. And then while you're down there on the floor, you're getting up and you stumble over the rug. And the rug, as you look down, is really all your shit that you swept up under the rug, hoping nobody saw it. And the lump is so big, you can't even go around it because you have so much stuff that the rug needs to be pulled back up from, and you can sweep and start cleaning up your own mess. And then
I think I need a rewind for
there
that
is
one.
the opportunity. There's one more.
Okay.
Because while we down there on the floor looking at the stuff under the rug, and we turn and happen to look under the bed, and we like, oh God, it looks like the boogeyman under the bed. But then when we focus, it's really an old hoodie and a sock. You know, that's the society stuff. That's all the garbage that society has given us that comes in the form of fear, but it's really illusion because fear is what? False evidence appearing real. So we seeing a monster at first glance, but no, that's the hoodie you've been looking for. And that old sock over there that you couldn't find the match to. And you pull it out and you're like, oh, wow, this ain't even nothing. It ain't even nothing up under there.
Not what I thought. Yeah.
You know, so we have those areas that we can begin to explore as the endarkening, where we can then begin to address our shadows. If we find that the family skeletons are too thick, well, let's call in a bone collector, a bone crusher.
Not a bone crusher.
A bone crusher.
You know what I'm saying? Call in some help. Get some counseling. Get a confidant, an accountability partner. As you begin to peel back the layers, as you begin to put things together, as you begin to bury the dead bodies of the family that need to be put to rest. We get a chance to do the spiritual work for not only the healing, for not only ourselves, but for our mothers, for our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, the lineages all the way back. Because just like hurt people, healed people heal people.
Oh, that was good.
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying? If we're doing the work, we're going to attract each other. And you could say, Tassili, did you know about this technique? No, Shandi, I didn't know. So now I can take that, add that to my tool bag of my healing utility tools, to help me to be a better person.
Right.
And then I come back to you and say, Shandi, that worked. Or, girl, that didn't quite work for me.
It wasn't for me.
I tried it, but no, but maybe work for somebody else. But we won't know unless we exchange.
And we try.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to cleaning up our own stuff, sometimes we just don't even want to own it, but it has our name written all over it.
That's why it's under the rug. We don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
I can't tell you how much stuff I didn't kicked up under there.
Well, I don't like picking stuff up under the rug because it's like a weight. It is a weight.
That's what she was saying.
Like, I just want to be free. I don't want nothing up under the rug.
I gotta attack it right head on.
But see, that's why we have these strip ups in life. You know what I'm saying?
Under your rug. Yeah. Maybe you don't have junk under your rug. Maybe you've been really a really good house cleaner to keep your stuff.
Your face, though.
Metaphorically.
That's when you're going to the endarkening.
But I like to just be. Well, I do like to be honest with myself about whatever issues that I know I might have, abandonment issues, whatever they may be, and I try to work on them as best as I can, and figure out how I can overcome those things or learn how to, I guess, put them in perspective and just deal with it on hand when it comes about, because it's the trigger that triggers it. So it's not going to necessarily go away, but I have to know how to, when it comes, how to deal.
Right.
How to make sure that I don't let that overcome me so that I'm, whatever I go through in the moment.
Well, so then technically those would still be things that are under the rug, but you have a place for them under the rug. And you may decide, this bag of rubber bands really don't belong under the rug. I can put it over here on the shelf. This is where this is going to live. So now you've released another thing from being under the rug, and you placed it someplace where it can have a home within the realm of the room of your life. So it sounds like you're already doing that, as you begin to look at those issues that you have. It's like Erykah Badu, bag lady. Sometimes them bags gonna get in our way. Well, the bags is that same stuff we putting under the rug. So it's just all these different metaphors that we can use. But at the point in which we're actively pulling the rug back and say, okay, I tripped one too many times. Let me see what this is. We can say I tripped or I'm triggered. It don't matter.
Right.
The fact is we stumbled.
Yeah, and it's there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how do we deal with it? We then begin to look at it and we said, do we throw it away? Do we give it away? Or do we put it in its place on the shelf where it's needed, it's safe, it has a purpose, a function?
Put it on the shelf.
Put it on the shelf.
I need to put some stuff on the shelf. Well, I try to keep the stuff on the
Organize
shelf. I guess
my
what
rug.
I'm saying, when I figure out that I have an issue, I try to just be like, okay, I recognize it, and so when it happens, I can be proactive.
Yeah.
Right away.
Instead of reactive, right?
Instead of reactive.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that works.
Yeah.
Because the
Not all the
reacting
time.
is tripping
Yes.
over the lumps. in the
Right.
rug. But
Yeah.
the proactive is, you know what? Have I swept today? Let me pull stuff. Oh, okay. I put you over here. No, ball this up, throw this away. Let me go empty the trash.
Yes.
That's when we really release stuff, when we can just throw things away and they're no longer under the rug. You say, I used to have a pile under there.
No more factor.
Well, listen, our time is almost up, so I definitely want you to tell the people what you have going on.
Yes, next week.
And, what we're doing, what's popping, how to find you, all the good stuff.
Well, that's what's up. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, my sisters, because I enjoy vibing with y'all so much. And what we're doing is next weekend, or should I say strong end, because it's really nothing weak about what we're doing.
Nothing.
Next strong end, starting on the 31st of May, we're going to have the beginning of the wonderful Wizards of Raw Food Extravaganza. And this is our 11th annual. And this year's theme is food, justice, and politics. So we're going to be talking about food in all of its aspects. What are the politics of food? Why in some parts of the city is the food plastic? Yeah. Why?
Let's get into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's designed to be plastic. Because it's designed to kill us.
Okay.
It's like, why are there fast food restaurants in the Black community? Every other corner, sometimes every corner. Why? I mean, we talk about gun control, but the food that we eat kills us faster and more consistently with more deadly force than any gun, than any lynching mob. Our leaders, our people are programmed towards self-destruction. Why? They don't know real food. You ask a child, where does milk come from? They're going to tell you the store. Period. They don't know that it comes from a cow. And then if they do have a picture of a cow, that's not what's actually going on the dairy farms.
Right.
No, it's not.
Right, not at all. So let's talk about the politics of that. why are these things primarily in our community? Period. Or in low income communities. Period. You talk about the children acting out. Well, if they've had Skittles for breakfast,
that's why they acting
they
out.
acting
Hot
and
Cheetos or Takis.
Right along with their traumas and their triggers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that they don't even get to have recess anymore to go run it out,
burn it out,
to go play it out. They don't have any of that. So they bounce off the walls. They're given drugs, and now we're starting a vicious cycle of drug addiction.
So this festival is definitely more about food and just
justice and politics.
Politics, right?
Yeah.
We are here to educate people.
That's what the festivals are about, education.
Yeah.
Giving back to the community to feed their spirits, their minds, as well as their body. The restaurant does that with the body, but what's happening with their mind, their spirit, their soul? So we have entertainment, or I should say entertainment, because it's positive vibes music. It's a family-oriented event. We'll have a ton of vendors out there.
FIYE Radio will be outside.
Oh, yeah, we're outside.
And we will have food, raw food chefs will be coming, and they'll be making their delectables, and you get a chance to sample them and purchase them.
Yes.
There will be arts and craft vendors there, and those things take place on the 1st and the 2nd. So the actual festival starting on the 31st will happen primarily at a park where there's a running stream. If you stay posted to our Facebook page, you will find the location there on the day of, and it's from 4 to 8. And we'll have a wonderful opening with sound healing. My daughter does an African community dance. So everybody in the community gets to participate in this African dance to keep our culture alive.
Yes.
Right? Because we can see a performance of African dance. We can see or go to a class. But when have we had the opportunity to actually do the dance in its context over here in America?
Right.
That to me is a part of keeping our culture alive. So that happened. And then there's a wonderful concert by Rory that Friday evening. So then from 2 to 11 on Saturday and Sunday, it'll be in the backyard of Tassili's Raw Reality. We will have, like I said, wonderful speakers everywhere from farmers to doctors to chefs, to people who are working in the areas of food justice and politics.
Queen Afua.
Queen Afua will be there. My teacher, Makeda Dredd, who's coming all the way from California. She was the first Black woman in San Diego, California, back in the mid-70s to have the first vegetarian restaurant. And it was called The Prophet. And she really, really repped our culture. You could experience high African culture in her restaurant, with all the masks and paintings and things that she had. And she promoted vegetarian lifestyle. And back then, vegetarian was the thing. There was no such thing as vegan. Vegan was something that came about in the mid-90s, through the animal rights folks.
So give us the address again to the festival and to Tassili's, where everybody can get there.
So 1059 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in the historic West End. That's the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd of June, and the 31st of May. And it is a family-oriented free event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come bring your blanket, come and chill, and just
vibe out.
Yeah, prepare to just really tap into culture on the real level. A very real level.
And your fave dope girl from around the way will be hosting.
Oh, yes, she will.
Let's go.
Come outside.
She always holds it down.
Well, thank you for joining us. Yes.
Again.
But come as often as you like, because we love having you. Definitely. And so I can't wait till next weekend, till the festival.
Thank you.
Yeah.
looking
FIYE Radio
very
will be
forward to it.
outside
Yes.
talking to the vendors and We might interview a few people.
Yeah.
And, well,
Nice.
they might interview a few people because I will be busy.
I'm gonna interview you.
They will be doing their thing. Okay. But we
Yeah.
outside. Frosty will be outside with us. So we will be outside having an amazing time at the wonderful Wizards of Raw extravaganza. Okay.
Yes,
Don't forget about the
yes.
extravaganza.
Right.
Extravaganza.
Yes. Come and be prepared to get jewels drops and relax and get your soul fed.
And get your dance on.
Yes.
We have a new DJ this year, DJ EJ.
DJ
Ooh, I love DJ EJ.
on the ones
DJ
and
EJ.
twos.
Yes, he's not new to everyone, but he's new to the festival.
Yes.
And so we're excited to experience his flow.
Right.
Let's
On
go.
the ones and twos.
Yes.
We're excited. Thank you so much, Tassili, for coming again to join us and give us your energy.
Oh, well, thank you all for having me.
And our
It's a
Punani
pleasure.
raps.
Yes. Especially thank you for the Punani rap.
I'm about to go
Yes.
get me the utensils that I need to dive in and enjoy.
Oh gosh, she's trying to get a hold of this carrot tuna, y'all.
Right.
I already been
Yes.
and I couldn't wait on
You and me
utensil.
both, right? We
Right. I was
created
like,
one.
this little I will use
We
this
made
top.
it.
So next week we will have a repeat show because, like Mama Tassili said, we're going to be out at the festival.
Outside.
So we'll have a repeat show, but we'll see you guys and you can listen to us the following week. Same place, same time on Hits 92.3. And we're closing out with Saucin' because we're going to be saucing. TZ Fontaine.
Have a wonderful weekend, y'all.
Enjoy.
Yes. Be safe.
Yeah. Hey, who it is? Man, fuck that shit they be talking. See, they ain't really about that action, dawg. Big stepper when I be walking. I do the shit here with a passion, dawg. Big dog when I be barking. Ice cold like I'm an Alaskan, dawg. Lemon pepper stepper, we saucing. Like a fresh 10-piece at the basket, y'all. Whole nother level, I'm bougie. So I had to cut off them ratchet, bro. And that big booty got a nigga woozy. Like a test overdid it on the alcohol. Nigga out of sight, we cruising. Yeah, cash with a K, yeah, that's my dog. They say it's acting like Ruby. But I don't really give a rat's ass about y'all. Shit, they say I couldn't do it, I done it. When it comes to that money, I'm zooming like Sonny. Popping my shit like Muhammad. I float like a butterfly, sting like a hornet. Can't hang with no lame for the fame, nigga. I play the game like some Louis